Lesson 3, bring the recruiters to you. What we know is that filling out job applications and cover letters takes far too much time, especially without having the guarantee that it'll ever even be seen. So, we've got 2 techniques to walk through to make sure that we are seen by recruiters and ideally never have to fill out another application. 87% of recruiters use LinkedIn to find and source candidates. But you have to cut through the noise of 500 million users to get noticed. So it's the place we want to be and the tool we can use, but we have to use it well if we actually want to be seen. So the first thing is keywords are key. Let's take a look at my profile. You can see that in my profile, I've used this top about section to maximize as many keywords as I possibly can. These keywords reflect my experience, but more importantly, these are the words that I know that recruiters or hiring managers who are hiring for the positions I want are going to be using to search for the candidates they're looking for. Things like monetization strategy, for example. I'm making sure all of those are visible in the top of my profile. What I know is that there have been times, this changes often because LinkedIn does change their algorithm, where the about section and the words you put there are actually more important for how you rank in your search visibility among recruiters and hiring managers than other parts. So for example, if I put monetization in my about section, that's actually more important and more potent in the searchability of my profile than if I were to put it in further down in my profile. So I want to make sure I use that opportunity at the top of my profile to maximize all of the keywords that both pertain to my experience and that recruiters or hiring managers will be searching for. We'll later talk about something called the value narrative. And this is an ideal place for your value narrative once you complete it. Next is post like a real person. I know you're familiar with those posts on LinkedIn that are all about, someone opening a new office in Dublin. If you don't work for that company or you're not moving to Dublin, what does that matter to you? Do you like it? Do you comment on it? Probably not. So what we need to do is think about how to make our content more relatable. Here's an example of a post that I've put up. This was when I was leaving Glassdoor. You can see it's a picture of my badge and a Glassdoor notebook, which had the logo. Now, I could have said, I'm leaving Glassdoor. I'm so sad to go. What a wonderful company to work for. Thank you for the opportunity. I'll be cheering for you from the sidelines. Who likes that post? People that work at Glassdoor or have worked at Glassdoor. So it's a very small subset of people. Instead, I used this opportunity to post in a different way. I wanted to make the message more relatable and more universal. I talked about a different piece of Glassdoor that was most valuable to me, which was the mentorship. And I talked about my experience with mentorship at Glassdoor, how I was able to receive it, how I was able to give it, and the importance of mentorship in general. That is content that even if you don't work with me, you could like. In fact, mentorship on LinkedIn, a lot of people have a reason to like and engage on that, right? It's a universal topic that's important to a lot of us. And you can see what happened here. I got 437 likes, 41 comments, and 50,000 views of this post in my feed and the feed of others that liked it or commented on it. Maybe more importantly, that resulted in 1,000 views of my profile and appearing in 281 search appearances. So this is hiring managers or recruiters searching for employees like me. This has upped my visibility immensely because I was posting relatable content. So before you post your next piece of content, think about who would like this? Who is interested in this? Who can relate to this? If it's just your company or just a small subset, think about, are there ways to expand that content to increase the likability, the relatability of it beyond just your company, your industry? Pro tip, reach out to 3 colleagues for recommendations. Think about how you buy nearly anything. We go to the reviews first and foremost, right? If I go to Amazon, I'm probably not reading the product description from the company. I'm reading what other people who've used that product have to say. I don't go to a restaurant's website. I'm going to Yelp to see what other people like me have had, what their experiences have been. The same is true for LinkedIn. Even when, not if, when we make a killer LinkedIn profile, it's still what we're saying about us, which is typically going to be pretty complimentary. What people really also want to see is what people who have worked with us have to say about their experience with us. So we're going to reach out to 3 colleagues, current or former, and get recommendations. And the higher the position, the better. A manager, a director, maybe even a VP that you've had a working relationship with. And you can remind them of the project or experience you had working together to try and make sure they know a bit about what they can mention to highlight real world experiences they've had in working with you.